I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do the crossfade thing, but I'm streaming already. Hi, it's me. I just startled myself because I saw my own face. I meant to do. I'm not a fan of OBS Studio Mode. I gotta say, I would much prefer like, I don't know, the way that when you're in Studio Mode and it gets equal to the preview in the program feed seems ridiculous to me. That's not what I want. I want like a little preview. You can change the orientation of it, but I don't think you can actually like do what I want to do. Hi, anyway, let's play a little Sudoku. Just a touch. What is this? This hair has been really battling with my headphones. A friend coming soon, but their train is delayed. So obviously, like the thing to do is play Sudoku for maybe a couple hours. It's like 2 hours of Sudoku. How about that? Let's go over here. That's nice. Let's go here. I don't really have a plan for today. I was thinking, remember when that DAG H puzzle was so hard? I don't want to do another DAG H puzzle, even though I had such a hard time with the easiest one. Oh, and how's it going? I mean, should we pick a new background? I looked a little bit. Here's the problem, is I think it would be really distracting to not have a looping one. And so, I don't know. I mean, we could pick a new, let's take a gander. So I got this at a place called something, Pixel Bay, something. I don't know. I feel like once upon a time, I have some kind of background in like video editing and production and visual effects. I mean, I would like to mix it up. It's just I don't really have a strategy for it, you know? What was that place? Pixel something? It wasn't VidEasy. They kept trying to sell me things. I mean, so I was considering this. I mean, maybe this is the thing to do. This would be silly, but maybe this is the actual answer. You may regret this, though. You may rue the day. Do you find Sudoku calming? It should be. Remember when I took 4 hours to do that puzzle last night? And somehow I do feel actually pretty good about the big finish, you know, where it's like, oh man, I was able to finish. So I think we're gonna have to do like interact. I don't know if I'm gonna be able, we'll try it. We need like one of those 10 hours looping ocean video kind of things like this. New for 2022, 10 hours. The problem is we're gonna end up with ads. So I guess I could sign in here. Okay, give me a second. No, uh-oh. I think I broke it. Uh-oh. Can I still interact with it if it's off? Seems like no, which is not ideal because I don't really want to, can I do this? And turn this on and do this. Let's try this. I hate that Google owns YouTube. Wish it didn't. This is really annoying. I'm like trying to authenticate inside. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because I broke that. Man. Shoot. Okay, well, give me a second. Can I do this? Wait, Can I do? Maybe this will work. Why is it asking me for this? It's gonna be worth it. Might not actually. Oh shoot! I can't use that 40 to. Oh no! What a debacle. Absolute debacle. Can I really not do this in another way? Try another way. How about? Let's try this approach. Hopefully I'm not showing anything on screen. Okay, did we get it? Okay, I think we got it. So let's do... Okay, heat is working. We've got, how do we do this? Full screen. This is 10 hours of ocean. I don't know about the surfers though. I like the, I'm not crazy about that. I need a different one. I don't want this video. Not what I'm looking for. I want 10, why can't I interact with that? 10 hours ocean. Relaxing BBC Earth oceanscapes. Soothing waves, crashing beach. I think I did look at this one. I need higher quality. That's the highest. Is this good enough for us? I don't know. Is it always the same beach? I think it is. Okay, well let's see how this looks. Yeah, to check and double check on the tomatoes. I don't know. This isn't really high quality enough. I think I want it's just not good enough. It's pretty weird. Maybe we could just watch Cracking the Cryptic in the background. I don't know how to go backwards. 10 hours ocean. Wow, look at that. Should we do deep oceanscapes? We do this BBC 10 hour. I'll probably get in trouble. 4K stunning underwater. Wait, is this live? I don't know how to go back in the OBS view. I also don't know how to scroll. There does not seem to be a way to scroll, which is funny. Relaxing ocean waves. I mean, 4K. How about that? Is this the one we were trying? I mean, maybe let's go with this. It's too dynamic. It's too much. Might be too much. Let's see. Maybe I'll get in trouble. Okay, we'll try this. So, what I was thinking is I did that Just Arrow puzzles. Oh, and if you haven't done this puzzle, I really enjoyed it. Can't remember if you... Definitely struggled with it. Because of a thing that wasn't that hard, of course. It's only rated 1 star. I think actually if you do see the... What are you talking about? If you see the... If you like don't miss the important deduction that I missed, I don't think it is that hard, but it's a pretty good puzzle. But I just was interested in looking more at this constructor and just seeing if, like, we got the quiver here. We need a lot more. Look at all those arrows. I don't know that I want to be purely arrowy today, you know? Maybe Dag H is not the right constructor for today. I do kind of like the look of that. Oh, who was that constructor that had the cool... Oh, it was like Viking... Oh, I wish it was easier to see your solved puzzles. What is the way to see whether or not you've solved puzzles? Oh, I'm not logged in, that's why. What is Logic Masters? Yeah, ViKingPrime, that's the one, thanks. What a nice ViKingPrime Logic Masters. Why can't I find the Logic Masters link? Let's go, Joe. I'm puzzle shopping. For a second, Logic Master Germany loves to log me out. And I don't know why. Password. Yeah, I want to do a ViKingPrime puzzle. But why? Why can't I find? Is that the right name? Oh, and I'm having trouble finding it. I guess I could do that. Okay, so I could do all puzzles that I have solved. Wait, is it mad? Is Google not finding this because the K is capitalized? Sorry, Owen, you were completely wrong. It's clearly Viking. Totally different. I wish they had more puzzles, because the puzzles I've done of theirs I've really enjoyed. So we have Ouroboros Remastered. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know about that one. Oof. That is a lot of cages. I see some 24 cages. I don't know that I'm emotionally ready for it. Scotia, the reason I was looking at this particular constructor because we did this puzzle recently, which was really fun. Like it's kind of Space Invaders theme. So I just wanted to see, I wanted to take a look at other puzzles by this constructor. This has, well, this looks insane. Isn't this a given? Like is this just a given? Is there any world in which these two are wait. Drat. The old Mobius rule. Mobius rules really messed me up. Just doing a little window shopping. I mean, dare I try a 3-star puzzle? This looks quite popular. Somehow this just hurts my head. Okay, Owen loves Mobius. I mean, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. It's not 1 and or 10. Which I guess there's not really, if it's on a thermometer. Okay, let's do it. And oh, here are other entries in the Mobius series. I'm a little interested. They seem difficult. Oh, these are also, I didn't even realize that. These also have Mobius. Okay, I think. Oh, I should show the two of you. So this is like Sudoku adjacent, but what I was working on the stream earlier, I have a vision of something, and maybe it's ridiculous, but let me just quick digression to show you the thing that we worked on stream earlier. Let's see if it works. Okay, so I've been doing this other LED project stuff, and so I was working on this prototype on stream earlier, and I don't quite have it figured out, but I feel like there's something here. Okay, let's power this thing. Sorry, it's gonna take just a second to set up, but just get your take on this. Okay, 3D printed little diffuser and little grid. This is part of this like ridiculous quest I've been on to build sort of MIDI-based home automation and home control stuff, because I really don't like the normal home control systems and strategies. Why do we have one pixel lit? That's unusual. Let's see. Let's go to run Pocket MIDI, and let's route this to that. What have I broken? Why are you unhappy? The reason you are unhappy is you plugged in, update port list, see you. What a strange delay. Anyway, so okay, let me turn this down. Turn the exposure down. Bigger video. So I was thinking of building semi-unrelated, but I wanted to build like kind of a interactive pixel wall back there with maybe 256 of these. So the idea is just addressable LED strip, some kind of diffusion strategy, and then I started thinking, like, it wouldn't be that hard to make a 9x9. Like, 9x9 is only 81 pixels. I can certainly drive 81 pixels. And so I was just thinking, like, what if I made, like, a Sudoku piece of wall art where these colors kind of matched. What's wrong with something clearly broken. Probably the data pin loose or something. Seem to have no green. What have I done? How did I break the green channel? That would be... It's working here. Okay, maybe that fixed it. But what do you think? Like a 9x9 grid, or even like a slightly separated array of 3x3 grids back on the wall, and as I color my Sudoku grid and Sudoku pad, the wall art colors would be a physical analog. Now the hard part is showing numbers, and I did think about that, of like, oh man, maybe I try to build some insane I think so, some insane system with LEDs, like individual LCD displays to show the numbers. But I don't know, maybe the color rollout was funny. I haven't thought about, I don't know, idly thinking about like, oh, it'd be almost cool to make a nice piece of wall art and like gift it to Simon to hang on his bare wall behind him. I mean, right now it's controlled by this keyboard, obviously it doesn't have to be. What is this? Shift transpose. I think I'm just bad at using my keyboard. Shift transpose. Weirdly, if you do transpose shift, it seems to get upset. So I don't know. Some kind of Sudoku piece of wall art. I guess if I did do, my plan was to build a 16 by 16 grid. So I could just have a 9 by 9 in the middle of that, I guess. The numbers don't work out very nicely, tragically. How do you like slice 9 out of the center of 16 and have it be pleasing? Unless it, I don't know. Anyway, okay. Sorry for the diversion. I was having fun with this earlier and just was idly thinking about what if it was weirdly somehow a Sudoku project. Okay, so let's do Sudoku. Sorry. How dare I divert away from Sudoku? So let's go here. So we need to do our manual little hack because I've yet to actually do the thing. Okay, and then we want the grid to be white. Okay, and we have our soothing aquatic environment. I kind of want caustics on the oh, is that true? Simon did this? I don't think I caught it. I don't know that I've ever seen someone do a Mobius puzzle. Okay, but so I think it would seem like my assumptions would be sort of like if there is a 10 on this, it's at the top, right? And so we just have pairs up the ladder. Does that seem fair? So we just get these. The thing we have to remember is that this digit, right, this can be a 10. So that's just, so that's already kind of cool. I mean, I guess I knew we were going to do a bunch of pairs, but somehow seeing it visually is really interesting. Especially for the implications it has towards the upper end, I guess. So is that the same thing here? Like this is with one more degree of freedom, like 10, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, wait, 9, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. So I find puzzles like this really interesting. I think I'm bad at them. I'm bad at all of these puzzles, but these puzzles, like where I'm so dependent on constraints or rules of thumbs to a fault. And when you compromise some fundamental rule of thumb for like, okay, I know how thermometers work. Thermometers, like, I know what it means for a 9 on a thermometer. I know what it means for a 1 on a thermometer, and that's just not true in this puzzle. It does seem like we swallowed a lot of kind of middle high numbers here. Okay, but it feels like probably this is one of those puzzles where you're not just supposed to be pencil marking everywhere and you're supposed to actually use your brain. And it is definitely one. It's funny, here it says and or, but on Logic Masters Germany, it definitely said or. There's no instance in this puzzle where it could be an and. I think that's fair to say. I'm not even exactly sure where to start thinking. I mean, these are very suspect, right? Like, those look... Problem is, I feel like the low end of thermometers are not tremendously interesting when they're stubby. Especially these teeny tiny little babies. This is essentially like a one-directional white crop key dot, right? Is that what? I am interested in this. Jacqueline, how's it going, buddy? Jacqueline, you didn't see the thing what made earlier, and now I just made Owen look at it, but I'm excited about it, so I want to show you. So sorry. Sorry, everybody. If you want to see it. Wait, it's sequential, right? But it's not obvious. See, Draclin wants to. Draclin. Okay, Draclin. Sorry, everybody. I'm going to make you look at my arm again. Okay, Draclin, this is what you can do with your 3D printer is make nonsense like this. So you just put addressable LED strip, 3D printed a diffuser and a little, I don't even know what to call this, some kind of little diffusion grid. And then we give some power to this thing. We give the power to this machine. And we give power to this other machine. And we take this machine. Draclin, did you get the same keyboard or did you get another one? I can't remember what keyboard you got. Back in the old days when we used to shop together. Remember that? Okay, we got this, and we got this. Okay, yeah. So now... No, I mean the your MIDI keyboard. Didn't you get a MIDI controller? So now I have this very silly little disco grad. Yeah, I think you got the same thing as me, a Launch Key Mini, or maybe you didn't get the tiny one, or did you get a bigger one? I really can't remember. So we have this little disco floor now, and we can put a little disco Ken doll on it to have a good time. Anyway, I'm excited about it. So my plan is to build a 16 by 16 version of this for the wall back here, and then make it controllable somehow via heat or some other extension or whatever. But I'm excited about it, even if nobody else is. I think it's fun. Kind of hard to conceive of a checkerboard on a keyboard. Can I do it? I did it. I'm excited about it. It's pretty, I mean, obviously very easy. It's just some LED strips. I like this though. Look at that. Cool. Maybe I should make some little mechanical dude. Ooh. Anyway, I'm excited about it. I think it's fun. So, but back to the important business of Sudoku. Owen doesn't have time for stuff like this. Owen is only exclusively interested in Sudoku. Any other kinds of content is not acceptable. Okay, so let's go back here to the relaxing ocean Sudoku wave. So, okay, Owen, sorry, did I make some weird statement? I guess I just meant that this is a sequence, right? When you have a thermo, all you know is you have 2 sequential digits, but you know the direction. Or it's a really dumb Rinban, but you know the direction. Okay, everybody. We got really low digits here. We got really high digits here. Oh, well, maybe the first thing to do is use all these hundreds of pairs that I just made. Yes, Owen doesn't like my analogy. Well, the reason that's on my mind is that other ViKingPrime puzzle where ViKingPrime had a bunch of 2-cell Rinbans, which were essentially just white Kropke dots. But in the comments, ViKingPrime was like, yeah, but I wanted them to look like lasers. So I guess I'm interested in the aesthetic implications of certain setting choices. Okay, so 6. So in this land, we can do a tiny bit of, I mean, really very little, right? So this 6-7 is going to knock 6 out of here, and this 5-6 is going to knock 6 out of here. Oh, that was sudden. Does that mean that's suddenly the only place to put a 6? Does that logic work? In fact, it goes a little further. No, I think I didn't do that right. Sorry, let me just reconsider. That seems like I broke something. If I did this correctly, because this is either 2 through 10 or 1 through 9. Oh, or it has gaps. I mean, I guess there's... Well, no, you couldn't, because you couldn't have 1 on both ends. Did I do this right? 1, 2, like these, we did pairs up thinking it's either 2 through 10 or 1 through 9. I feel like that's okay. And then with this, where we only have 8 cells to work with, it's like 1 through 8, 2 through 9, or 3 through 10. But I feel like if I did that correctly, that this 5-6 pair is going to make this a 7. No, okay. What have I done wrong? This is not. That would make this a 7. Oh no. Oh, and what have I done? Good heavens. What incredibly incorrect assumption have I made? Well, but you see my issue here is like, doesn't this 6-7 pair knocks a 6 out of here? This 5-6 pair makes this a 7. But then where do I put 6? I guess, the answer is I just don't have a 6 on this, because I have room to not have a 6. And that means that the digit that is not in this sequence is 6, unless I've made a mistake. But does it sound that there are 3 ways of making this thermo work, but there can be gaps in it, and the gap in this case would be a 6? Just to follow through with this, 6-7 is going to knock 6 out of here. 5-6 is just going to make this a 7. And then this 6 is no longer valid because these numbers that forces this, in fact, to be 891. Because it's that was the only place a 6 could be on this line, was in here, and I've removed that possibility from everywhere, I think. Which removes the one here, making this 2, 3, 4, 5, or so what options are actually available here? 2 is not, because 2 would need to be, you could only have 2 after 1. You could only have 3 after 2. Oops. This is then forced to be 5, 4, 3. Is this just forced to be 5, 4, 3, 2 because I've removed the option? I'm having trouble seeing how else this could go because I've essentially cheated the 7 up one space and thrown the 6 down here. So I don't really see what my other options are here. Well, except I did this wrong. Oops, sorry. 4, 5. 5. 6 ends up down here. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's cool. That was fun. I didn't. I think that is a good idea. Ones that are 10 get to be tan. It's 10 for tan. So these have the possibility of being tan 10s. I don't know what I'd really call this. Okay. Well, that was cool. That was kind of unexpected. So that puts some amount of pressure. Where do we look next? Like, for example, I mean, they're just so short. I still am really fixated on those. Okay, but those are probably the only places where we're really thinking about like major options. There's a lot of stuff knocked out of these, really. This knocks out quite a lot of relatively high digits. This knocks out very high digits. And it would seem that a 1 can only act as a, yeah, it's a or. So like there's definitely the 10 up there. So however this goes, you end up with kind of a 1-2 situation, I think. I mean, certainly this is 1-2. And then presumably that's just going to bump the 2 up right above wherever the 1 is. I guess I'm just trying to think of that in terms of... Well, we obviously already know one of these is a 10, because it's the only way it works. So one of these is kind of wrapped around where there's sort of an offset here, which is really interesting. Like, so what that means, weirdly... Like from the perspective of this 3-4, I know it's going to be staggered. Like, how do I want to put this? This almost feels broken. No, I think I get it. It's just this crazy thing where it's like this is definitely 2 and 1. Like one, there's a 2 in here. There's 2 2s in here, in fact, right? Like in any one of these cages, there's a of whatever the sequence is offset by 1 in the positive direction, because this is a 1-2 pair, and this becomes 2-3. I feel like I'm not articulating this very well, so please forgive me. But I think what I'm trying to say is that the two is exhausted here. 2 is used up. It is not available. Like 2 is crammed up here. But I think that is true all the way up this ladder, right? So two is definitely in here. There's a 1-2 and there's a 2-3. 3 is definitely in here. 4 is definitely in here. 5 is definitely in. Well, that's yeah, 5 is definitely in here, which is fine on these sides. And then in this box, the 5 lives up here. 6 is definitely in here, but that is going to force 6 to one side or the other. So I guess I'm just looking to see if there's some interesting implications of that. 2 is definitely in here. That forces a 2 up here. One of these is a 2. This can't be a 2, can it? There's no like zero-ness. Nothing can be 0. Okay, so does that? I guess what I'm arriving at is I'm gonna force a 2 here, because this could be 2, 1, 0, which is not. There's a 1 anyway, so like 2 can't be this high up a thermo. So I want to say that a 2 lives here. And it almost feels like I can just like ride this ladder up and look for other deductions like that. Is that true? Two's definitely in there. 3 is definitely in there. Meaning there's a 3 here or here. I don't know if that feel like it's worth. Maybe I won't stick with this, but at the moment I feel like this is just interesting. 4, 5. Okay. 2, 3. 4 is not as interesting. 5 is not as interesting because it's already taken care of. 6 is sort of interesting, because that puts a 6 either here or here. 7 is not as interesting because it's split. 8 puts an 8 here or here. And 9 puts a 9 here or here. And this is not going to work. Because even though you could, this is a puzzle that you could have a 9 on a thermometer bulb. Because if it's like one of these, could be 9, 10. But I think that in this instance, the 9 ends up here. So that pushes. That actually kind of revealed less than I was hoping, honestly. I would probably miss some deductions based on that. Wasn't even really paying attention to if that was doing anything like in the forcing anything off to the sides, but I don't exactly see how it would. 2 in there pushes that 2. 3 in there puts a 3 down there. 4 in here, I don't think means anything because we're spanning boxes. I mean, there are 2 4s in here, but we just can't make any concrete conclusions. 2 5s here, but that's fine. 6s push that down. 7s are not useful. 8 we put up there, 9 we put there. So that's all I could see like immediately to do with this information. So what that does is push 9 and 2. It's just cool. It's just, yeah, it does feel kind of, the implications of these 2 ladders is pretty cool. I was not expecting it. Also, you know, it feels like I'm making it feels like I'm making deductions at a non-glacial rate, which is unusual for me. So, or feels unusual. I don't know. My Sudoku confidence is so uneven because I feel like there are some puzzles that I just flow right through, but there's so many where I get caught on something trivial, which I'm sure I will in this puzzle. So the thing that's interesting about this to me personally is what that does for 2 and 9, because the 2 looks really suspicious in 2 places here. Like, we are definitely cramming 2 and 9 over here, right? Putting 2 here seems like not a thing a person could do. Because even with the modified rules, I don't think we're ever going to make this work. I think similarly, putting a 2 here, we're going to have a bad time. So to me, that looks like a 2 goes here, which seems to force a 9. No, it doesn't. This still could be. It doesn't force it. And that's a, well, what is that? That's funny. I was expecting that to like mean something for the, I guess, you know what that, Okay, let's take that out and think about this for a second. I'm a little caught up with the implications of the 9 versus the 6, but I don't think it's meaningful because there is room for this, and it is. We got other digits we have to put in this box. I guess we have to consider. So, like, we have to put some pretty low digits in this box, and so there's a 10 in here. I think I can tell you. I think there's a tan 10 somewhere in here. So that makes this feel weirdly constrained. Like, what else do we need to talk about? 3 and 4? Are those the only 2 digits we haven't really discussed? What do I think this means? For some reason, this little pattern is kind of hurting my head a little bit, but it feels possible to fully pencil mark this box, I think. So the digits we have discussed is we discussed the 1, which we believe is a 10. So I think we're saying that's definitely on a tip. 9 is definitely over here on a tip. One of these tips is a 9, but it's not necessarily 1 9. We talked about 6 because of this 6, but that doesn't seem crazy to me. because we've talked about this being a 3. So you could have 3, 4, 5, 6. So that doesn't seem crazy. So we have talked about 1, and we've talked about 2 is done. We haven't talked about 3, and we haven't talked about 4. But 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 we have talked about. So the issue is 3 and 4. I feel like they have a lot of options. Okay, thanks, Ellen. 3 and 4. Here's what I think is right, and I don't know if this is really right, but I think this is 1, 3, 4. I think this is 3, 4. I think this is 6, 3, 4. I think this is 1, 9, 3, 4, and I think this is 1, 6, 9, 3, 4. However, we're going to look at these pairs in a second, but before we look at the pairs, this can't be 1 and it can't be a 2, so the minimum is 3. So 3, 4. 3, 4 is never going to work here. We could have 3, 4, 5, 6 as a minimum. We know brown can be 10, but I think we can safely remove 3 and 4 from there. And even if we didn't use that logic for the 4, I think we can use this. We've got this 4, 5 looking here. So I'm going to clean up the corner marks because I feel like these are the only options for these. This can be a 10. It can't be a 2. I think it can be a 3. If that's a 3. I think it can be a 4. It's not 5. It's not 6 for some reason, but because of that. It's not 7, it's not 8, and it's not 9. So I think, I mean, I feel reasonably good about these. I don't feel perfect about them, but I feel not terrible about them. So did we didn't eliminate everything actually. What did we even remove? We removed that 1, 4. We didn't move this 4 yet. So that 4, 5 is also going to knock this 4 out. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. So I think these are the options here. This is very suspicious. I think we can remove 6 here because if there's 6 here, we don't have digits higher than 6. So I think this is a 3. And I think we said that 6 could only be there or there. So then we're saying that is the 6. And then we said 9 could be there or there, so that's the 9. And then I think we have to say our only place for the 1, which is tan, to tan 10, 1. I think we're saying that this is the, the 4. Which knocks the 3 out of here, which places the 3 here, which I think forces 4 and 5 here. And that leaves 7, 8 pair. This feels pretty reasonable to me. That 7, 8 pair sees that 8, so this is just an 8. And that means in this column we need, well, this 2 forces this 1, right? So in this column we are missing the 7 from the 7, 8 pair. It's kind of impressive to me that we can have this much certainty about the center here, but we haven't done anything for these pairs. That seems a little crazy. But I mean, I guess right now the pairs can look inward, but we can't affect them outwardly. Okay, so what are we missing here? We are missing 5 and 6, so that's a 5, 6 pair. Okay. Well, that all felt pretty good. That was cool the way that ladder worked, and then it was cool to see the pressure of like the 9 and the 6 and the interplay of all those things was neat. Um, Feels like a very, I mean, all these puzzles are, of course, but this one just especially feels like very delicately constructed. Um, these digits are pretty interesting because we're definitely, for once, ending up with a 1 that is actually a 1. So, what are we missing? 1, 2, 9, and 7? And one of them is a real life human one. And then I guess we can do the same here. I don't know if we're gonna, this may not be fruitful, but let's try it. Knowing that we start with a 1, I mean, obviously there's no 9s here. Oh, the only place to put a 9 is here with a 1 on top, right? Otherwise, like in this row, where do you put a 9? I think 9 is forced to be here, and I think that forces this to be a tan 1. So we knock 9 out of those, and we can knock 1 out of this one. So 1, 2, 7 there. And then here, what are we missing? We're missing 2 and 3. 2, 2, 3, 8. We can't have a 2 here because we don't have a 1 here. One of these is a real 1. So I think it actually is valid. I think it's actually is acceptable. I don't see other pressure on this side, do I? Problem with the 3 here? Is there a problem with the 8 here? Not really. I don't think so. Maybe there is. I'm just not seeing it. And then over here we have, so we need 3, 4, 8, 9. 3, 4, 8, 9. Yeah, so we definitely removed 9 from over here. Oh, well, this can't be a 9 and it can't be a 10. So this is not an 8. So this is a 3. So this is a 2. We knock the 3 out of here. Knocking the 2 out of here gives a 2, 7. Sorry, 1, 7 pair. Knocking the 3 out of here gives a 2, 8 pair. Looks like we have too many options here. Well, we have a 4, 8 pair now here. So how do these actually need to work? Like, does it cause problems to steal? Well, that's actually really interesting. Almost interesting to the point that I feel like I've made a mistake. This 4, 8, you know how we talked about, there's definitely 4 in here, but it spans this box, so it's going to like cross the box. So it wasn't as useful before, but now I think we finally disambiguate this. Right? I think this 4, 8 pair forces this to be a 5. Which gives us 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the 10. Oh, and we had a breakthrough. This is a cool puzzle. I feel like this puzzle is flowing for me very, very smoothly. My only limit is that ViKingPrime doesn't have more puzzles. So I think we have forced this now. Unless I've made a grave mistake. Oops. So this all came from just figuring out what was remaining over here. It's cool. It is really cool. It's giving me slightly more confidence about Mobius constraints. How's it going? I still, are you Jagger or Jaeger? I want you to be Jaeger because cool, because that's a cool name. I think Jaeger is actually spelled J, A with an umlaut, G, E, R. It means hunter. So maybe you're more like Jagger, like Mick Jagger. Maybe you're like Mick Jaeger. Preference question, I'm ready. That means this is a normal person one, by the way. We didn't pick a color for normal person one. What do we think? Yellow for normal, for ones that are actually ones. Okay, so this feels pretty good. As far as additional knowledge that we have over here, we know one of these is a one. So essentially there's a 1, 2, 3, and there's a 7, 8, 9 here. And I just don't know. We don't know yet which is which. We have still so much information up here and down here that maybe we should just go forward with that. So we need what? We need 1, 6, 7, 8. And there's a 1 already there. Did I break the puzzle? No. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. And then this one sees this. Okay, my preference is between a Tetris Sudoku, which is immediately interesting to me, a basic anti-knight, a non-consecutive anti-knight. Does that mean like there's two constraints, like adjacent cells can't be in a? Does that mean an anti-knight where instead of ruling out it can't be consecutive? Or does it mean an anti-knight that has the additional constraint of a non-consecutive and adjacent cells? I mean, my immediate response is I think that Tetris sounds really fun, and I think that a mystery triple puzzle also sounds fun. Oh, I would really like to do one of your puzzles. I don't know if I'm able to do it tonight because I can't stream too long tonight, but I would definitely like to be able to do it. Orthogonally adjacent cells can't be okay. I've never actually seen like a knight's move where the the non-consecutive constraint was in the knight move. But I also haven't done that many anti-knight puzzles. So of those, the non-consecutive anti-knight sounds like it would be easiest for me to solve, but I think the Tetris and the mystery pack sound very interesting. So this 10 sees this 1. We don't really know the nature of this, and I guess since it's not on a thermo, it doesn't matter. It's like a It's just no normal men. It's just innocent men. I need that on a soundboard. Sorry. I know Terry Darts isn't here, but we're gonna watch this just for. This is the describing that
We're
digit.
just normal men. We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So with the normal men, innocent men, what do we do now? So we've got some high digits here. So not a lot of options here, especially since the 10 is already over here. So this is just 7, 8, 9, I think. And these are low-ish, but not that low. And then there's just something that's not involved. Which I get my feeling is it's going to be the 6 or the 9, but I don't know for sure. Okay, well we got a 1 out of that, and then over here, pardon me. Just normal men. We need 2 and 3. Oops. 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. 2, 3, 5, 6, which is not tremendously helpful. 2 and 3 are down here. So this thermos starts on 5 or 6. But it doesn't have 8, 9, or 10 on it. So it's not 6, 7, 8. I think this just has to be 5, 6, 7. Worst? That seems okay with these. Oh yeah, well these 7s are also pretty insistent that 7 is up here. So I would go with 5, 6, and 7. I didn't mean to open that over here. Oh, thanks for joining the Discord. Yeah, definitely throw some stuff in the Sudoku channel. The main thing I don't like about this puzzle right now is I have kind of this poop colored brown. I feel like I made a poor choice for my 10 colors. Is there a more tan 10? I feel like not really. Well, we have to just, we made our poop colored bed, so we just have to lie in it. Okay, that's a 5 and that's a 6. So we are pretty, the center part of the world is doing pretty well. That's not a 5 or 6 because we just put this thermo over here. That means these are 2, 3, 4, and 2 and 3 are over here. That's not 2. That's not 3. We get a weirdo triple, and we're rolling 5 out of here because of that. Wait, did I make a mistake? No, that's how I got that 5. Okay, sorry. So it's just got very suspicious of myself. I think that logic was okay. Hope it was. Okay, we got our 2, 3, 4. And then over here, we lose that 5 with the 2, 3, 6. So we have kind of, so we have a, what is this? This is a 2, 3, 4 triple. So this is an 8. And this is a 4, which seems fine to me. And this is a 6 or a 7. That is a 2, 3, 4 triple. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just missing 5, 6, 7. And that's not a 6 because there's a 6 right here. 2, 3, 4 triple. Okay. And then what's left over here is only 9, only 8 and 9. This puzzle is going suspiciously smoothly. It almost seems like I could solve a puzzle in under an hour, but that would never happen. That's silly to even talk about. We seem to have a 7, 8, 9 triple here hanging out. Is that right? 7, 8, 9 triple. We bump the 7 out of here. Doesn't seem tremendously helpful, but I always like to, I feel good when I see those things. So that is our 5, 6, 7 triple. That's a 2, 3, 4 triple. Kind of surprised we don't know more about the world over here. So we're missing 3, 4, and 5 over here. And we are missing 2, 4, and 1. 1, 2, 4 over here. I mean, okay, I'm definitely just missing something, probably related to thermometer logic. Uh-oh. Stream quality just got shaky. I mean, this is just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm just going to pencil mark everything because here we are. That was not a useful thing to do. I mean, okay, well, we can look at these thermometers and make some conclusions. Sorry if the stream, the bitrate seems a little unstable, so sorry if the stream quality's wavering. And then these are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very useless pencil marking, but now we'll go think about these with our brains. So R1 is over here, and it's a normal person one. Anything over 6 does not belong here. Not true. Well, certainly 9 does not belong here ever. It's funny because these are things that would normally be obvious. Now I'm like second guessing because it's like, well, wait a minute. But the 1 is already the 1. There's no 10s. There's no 10s over here. So 9 is certainly not here. Because there's not a 9 here, 8 is not here. Because there's not a 9 here, obviously 8 is not here. But also, also what? How do we get a 6 out of here? Oh, we just rolled it out, I guess. 7's not here. Everything else okay here? Bigger numbers. I don't know what's going on with the bit rate. Sorry, let me see if it's backblaze real fast. Awesome, thanks so much. That is great. I really like people sharing their puzzles. One day I will try to set a puzzle and be self-conscious about it. That's my plan. Surely I've got more going on here. What's going on with this? I mean, looking at the lay of the land, we're just saying, is there nowhere better to look? There's like some very obvious stuff I'm missing. Awesome. Okay, I would plan to stream those another evening because I think after this puzzle I probably do need to jump off. I would like to start another puzzle, but I fortunately don't think I have time. Okay, I just need to think about this. 9s in this world, like knowing that we've got to. What is this going to be? Like you could imagine this being 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, or I mean, there's just holes in it. Okay, remember we do have a 7, 8, 9 triple. There's a 7, 8, 9 triple. So that's not a 7. So that gets us down to a 5, 6 and a 7, 8, 9 triple here. Still means that can be a 5 or 4. Still means that still seems like that could be a little high. I feel like I'm missing something extremely obvious at this point. As far as like what's going to get consumed here. I mean, this is either 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7, right? 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. There's not. Guess that's not true. It could be 4, 5, 7. I was about to say there's a 6 on here, but there's not definitely a 6 on here. There's something about the interplay of these that I'm failing to understand, I think. And I don't have anything else meaningful looking over here at this point. What is going on with my bitrate? I would be really curious to like watch someone. I should do that. Like watch someone set a puzzle and just see kind of what the strategy is. Oh, I really apologize about the video quality. occasionally Comcast does this, but occasionally my computer does this. Weirdly, my networking equipment seems okay, so it's probably either the computer or Comcast. But okay, so what very obvious deduction am I missing? I think it is that if 4 isn't here, it ends up here. There's definitely a 5 here. Is that helpful to me? But there's not, actually. I keep making these statements that are not true statements. Because this could be 4, 6, 7. So it's not required that a 5 is here. If that happens, that number ends up over here. I feel like I'm having a harder time of this than I should be, especially with this how smoothly the rest of the puzzle went. So I just want to do a quick check and see if I'm just missing some extremely obvious other. We know one of these is 1, 2, 3. We know one of these is 1, 2, 3. We know one of these is 7, 8, 9. Wait. Was this puzzle roping? Is that the thing? Is that the obvious thing I'm missing here? That there's roping in this puzzle? Sorry, box 4 has more to it. Well, I mean, like, is everything just... Is this just gonna rope? Where this is 654 and this is 654 and this is 654? Because I know this is 1, 2, 3 and I know this is 9, 8, 7 and I see, doesn't that just force, I mean, you know, one way or the other. Is that true? Is because of this silliness, and I know there's a 1, 2, 3, and I know there's a 7, 8, 9. So 654 is just here. So am I wrong about that? I'm tempted to just do it. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and if I hit a brick wall, then I'm sure it feels like there was another way to see that, but that was the thing that was the most obvious to me, and maybe that is what you're supposed to see. And then what is the other one? It's 8, 9, and 7. This one's interesting because it's not straight thermo like the others are. And then that just forces the 1, 2, 3 here and forces the 7, 8, 9 here. And we get the order for free because of the thermo. And then 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4. I think that's right. Okay, wait, should I have done that without roping? Oh, were there 9s? Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back and see, like, what was it? What obvious thing was I missing? Wait, what am I missing here? See the 9's pushed up here. See that 8, 9 pair? I'm sorry, I think I'm missing. I'm definitely missing. What was the other way to see this? I'm fully missing. The Mobius rule means that ones can sometimes be tens, and so in this case, this one really is a one. So in this case, this really is a one. But it's very possible that I was just missing something obvious. Oh my gosh, look! Oh my gosh, I did a puzzle in less than an hour. Yes, yeah, it only applies to one. I mean, it's very likely, if not guaranteed, that I was... Oh, is that what it was? Oh my gosh, is that really all it was? Is I just had a 9 in a silly place? Okay, I'm pleased with that. I really enjoyed that puzzle. I've really liked the ViKingPrime puzzles that I've done. That Space Invaders one was super cool. I really liked it a lot. So let's enter this into Logic Masters. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. I feel like very slightly redeemed by that puzzle because I don't think I got too terribly stuck. I don't think I actually got stuck on that puzzle. I feel like the DAG H one, I really like that puzzle. My problem with it is I missed an early deduction or made it's one of those things that I took a deduction to like 90% and thought it was at 100% and then proceeded off to the rest of the puzzle, not realizing that there was a very early thing I hadn't done. And it drove me crazy until I basically just had to restart the puzzle and then realize. Is there another puzzle you recommend? Oh, was it good? Oh, do I have time? That would be pushing it. That would be 9. Sorry, I don't think I have time tonight, unfortunately. I have a friend coming into town. Their train is delayed, but I still want to be sure to meet them at the station. Would you send me the link and I can at least look at it? Okay, I really need to install like some sort of user script thing. I say that every time. I put that in the wrong window. What are we doing? Solution code is row 8. And column 8. I thought this was, I'm gonna say easy. I don't feel like I'm gonna say very easy, but I think that was very nice. I really enjoyed that puzzle. Okay, thanks, Owen. What happened? Why is short tube broken? Broken. This is an outrage. Blood Cursed Arrows is a cool name. Hey, Phil Powers, how's it going? I like that too. Where Cloudflare's like, hey man. I mean, it's kind of nice that they do that. Scooters 2, Electric Scootaloo. I'm sorry? Wait, and that's a ViKingPrime puzzle? Is it just not on Logic Masters? I love the name. Sounds like a nickname somebody would give me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for the trouble, Evan. Should I try this? Look at this. This 3-star puzzle. This seems cool. I can see some things here. I always like it when I think that overlapping rules are interesting. Like a thermo inside of a cage, or we did a puzzle that had German whispers inside cages. I think that's cool. I didn't look at this blood cursed arrows. Oh, this is quite new. Oh, so is this a relatively new constructor, or at least a newer constructor on Logic Masters? I'm just noticing pretty much all of these are 2023. So maybe this is very, very... Oh, I love the way this looks. Oh, it's so satisfying. What are the blue lines? Oh, Dutch Whisper. It's funny that orange can mean so many things, because I've definitely seen orange mean palindrome. I've seen orange mean... What is that one that I like so much? The one where you have to have like a repeating sequence? Entropic, right? Is that what people call it? Michigan Josh, how's it going? We just did a very great ViKingPrime puzzle. That was super fun. Yeah, I will definitely take a look at it. This looks fun. I absolutely want to do this for sure. So we have a region sum, we have a Rinban. I actually really like, I'm sorry about my bitrate. I really don't know what's wrong. I do have to sign off very shortly, so I'm not super worried about it, but I apologize. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, is that the name of that constraint? The entropic line constraint, where you kind of have a like low, middle, high, low, middle, high, low, middle, high. It hasn't like settled on it. I actually really enjoy that. I've done a few puzzles. I'm trying to think of who the setter was. Anyway, I did a puzzle that was a fog of war puzzle with an entropic line in it, and it was fun. It was great, actually. I really liked it. It's probably on my solved list. Can you like publicize your solved list? Maybe I should have that in some place. Or like, fortunately it doesn't show the times, so I won't be too embarrassed. Okay, this looks amazing. I absolutely want to do this. It's so cute too. It's very concise. But this is what I was talking about. Like, this is like ViKingPrime. ViKingPrime did this in that other puzzle as well. That's fair. Yeah, Metroid Prime as Prime is reasonable. These, like a 2-cell Rinban is just a white crocky dot, right? But then you can't have the cute skateboard. Okay, I do want to, I want to do 2 things. I definitely want to look at that Tetris puzzle for sure. Tetris Sudoku. Wait, why? That's weird. Why did it want to open it? I see, okay. What? Wait, is it this one? Or is this the right one? Or did I click the wrong link? Sorry if I clicked the wrong link. Let me try that again. So the Tetris puzzle. Okay, this is it. Oh no. That is a really clever idea. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, the 3 puzzle trio. Sorry, I think I must have clicked the link. This is so clever. Nice work. This looks like I can feel anxiety building in me already. I can feel the anxiety ramping up inside of me. Of the Tetris, sorry, which one, Owen? The Tetris puzzle? Wait, sorry, Jaeger, you're saying that doesn't, that's kind of like almost a proposal. That's like a proposed, not yet in existence. I think Jaeger's a cool name. I think I'm just gonna call you Jaeger because that's a cool name. The Tetris puzzle. What did you call that? It's linked on the Discord. Yeah, nice work on the animation. Nice work on that. Your name of this puzzle, Crane. Oh my gosh. I can just see Simon or Mark playing this. I can see myself playing it and collapsing into a cloud of anxiety. I'm so sorry about the stream quality. Why? Maybe somebody parked their car on my internet cable. The link is on Discord, Owen. It's in the it's this one, the Tetris Sudoku is this one. I definitely want to try the non-consecutive antennae. The 3-in-1 sounds really interesting too. How do I need to like add reaction? I want to play this one. Add reaction. I need to like mark the ones that I need to look at. I feel like weirdly the first time I clicked the link, when it took me there, it took me to the other puzzle. But I could be totally wrong about that. I could just be bad at Discord. Okay, I do have to run, so I do want to start a raid. So let me think of the best way to do that. What I've been trying to do is raid people that are using heat. But I also am not very well equipped. We need to just actually publish all this stuff so I can actually use it. Let's see. Wrangler, dev, HTTP server. Switch to local mode. Status. I mentioned this earlier, but I have a contract job coming up, so I'm not going to be able to stream as much, which I'm kind of bummed about. Are you going to prototype it? Are you going to write the code? I could cut it out in pieces of paper. I could do that on paper. Okay, what are we going to do? Unemployed Boomer plays Overwatch 2. Who do we want to check out? Wow, chemistry. I was all I can think of with chemistry is when I was in middle school, I had a class, we had to take these nomenclature tests. and you would get a rating that said either you were a nomenclature hero or you're nomenclature 0. I was nomenclature 0 because I didn't study for the nomenclature test. And I'm permanently scarred for life because of that. I'm a lifelong nomenclature 0. This sounds interesting. Is heat involved? Wait, is heat actually involved here? This looks really interesting. I'm afraid to turn it up. Is it gonna be crazy? Okay, sounds kind of crazy. I can't really tell if heat is on. Looks interesting. Maybe you need a combo Tetris chemistry puzzle. Bits and crafts we rated yesterday. Greenbird. New life, same wife. What are we playing here? New life, same wife. What is this? What is this game? Doodle time. That sounds fun. What's going on with Celestial Bean art? We'll never know because of advertisements. Categories. Vibing. Castlevania Lament of Innocence. I don't know Lament of Innocence. It's a bunch of stupid commercial. Is heat? Is that me? Doing heat? Am I making those hearts appear? I don't know. So hard to tell if heat is actually running or not. Is that a real coffee button? Or is it just a... Is heat working? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe they don't have it on their little idle screen. Okay, what's going on over here? Oh, so it's an older game. Interesting. Ah, man, I don't know. Someone's in the future with Mario. I just saw my own stream say, I just saw Sudoku and I was like, Sudoku? But that's my own stream. I don't know. More Mario Day. No one's screaming out to me, I gotta say. I wish I had an easy way to tell if he was like actually up on someone's channel, or like, you know, if they had like a layer up. Getting our butts ate by cannibals. Gotta say. Did we try this one? Did we visit this person? Can't remember what it was. Oh, it was this crazy thing. Where the heat map is on. Is it weird to raid this threatening aura? What is this? What is this crazy coin pusher? And what is heat doing other than just being in heat map mode? Oh, thank you for the Sudoku bookkeeping. What's going on with the Uchi games? I realize this is boring. I'm trying to get into a habit of rating people that are using heat, that are actively using heat. Stream is ending. Probably not the time to do this. But I'm pretty bad at it, obviously. Mama Rara. This is a scary robot. Is heat active? I like this. This looks like an insane max headroom video. But doesn't really feel like heat is working. That's frustrating. I mean, you know, it's nobody's fault, but because it's very easy to just install an extension and then not use it. But why is this taking so long? This is a cat smoking. This is a smoking cat. There's a cute little mug down there. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give up for today. I'll just raid Bits and Crafts again. Bits and Crafts has a cool stream. I like Bits and Crafts. Let's do it. All right, so thanks everybody for stopping by. It'd be cool to stop by and say hello to Bits and Crafts. They really have that their overlay is super cool, and you can click on various things using heat and interact. So if you want to hop into the raid, that would be nice. And then otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching me actually solve a puzzle in under an hour. Thanks for sharing the puzzles, which is very cool. I'm very excited to do some of the ones you shared. And I will see you, let me start this, and I'll see you next time. So we went to raid, Bits and Crafts. And I'm bad at this, actually. I always feel like I'm hitting the buttons at the wrong time. But I think I'm all good, so I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.